Alright, people, welcome again to MG Sports TV. And I have to say, it's been a while since I've done live stream, but I haven't done necessarily an extended live stream. But we're here to speak about Jamaica versus USA. It is Jamaica versus USA in the CONCACAF Champions League. Me not saying that. Anyway, scratch that. USA, USMNT versus Jamaica in the CONCACAF Nations League semi-finals. This is a preview show. So I don't know, I have to say Jamaica first because born and bred. I have to give that full support. Anyways, since this Nations League semi-finals was during, since about a month ago, or 2 months ago, there's been a lot of development surrounding this particular Nations League game. And just as with any Reggae Boy game or squad announcement, there has to be some level of controversy. We will be getting into all of that tonight. We also will be doing calling. We'll be doing calling tonight as well. I will drop in the number quite soon. Just want to hear your guys' thoughts. You know, it has been a while since I've done that. And coming notice a lot of people have things to say and I can't say it. And I have been necessarily doing a lot of work, and a lot of people have been asking me a lot of questions, especially because I'm just doing these pre-upload videos. It doesn't leave room for conversation. And I think people don't really like that because they want room for conversation to hear and understand what this discussion is about. No, for tonight we'll be getting to the journey. We're going to be doing a recap of the journey for Grimson of this Nation League. We're going to go into the statistics. I've already done videos on that already. We'll be refreshing those statistics tonight. Also, we're gonna maybe just touch a little bit much on the USA team, just small amount, and we're gonna go into the possible lineup. We will be going to that as well. So it's a long list of things that we will be getting into tonight. Hopefully, guys are good. I already have. You don't know, I always have something to drink. This is actually CMAS, yeah. So, big up on yourself, people. Please, it's very important. What I want you guys to do is hit that like button. It's extremely important that you do so. Because, as you know, how YouTube deal with me, my video them don't really get pushed out. Yeah, so I don't really know why. But, for one of the biggest channels in the region, YouTube deal with me bad. I understand, I think I understand in some concept. Because sometimes, because I do Reggae Boys and also local football, what it conflicts is you don't really know which, when I'm doing a Reggae Boy show, you don't really know which target market they should send the videos to. So what happened, that's the reason why I asked you guys to hit the like button, because when you hit the like button, it picks up the viewers, the regular viewers, and send them to more persons of like-minded. So please hit the like button. It's very important that you do so. It helps the growth of the channel as well. Anyways, so the USA team, I expect overall the USA team is a good team. One of their best team they could have feel. They literally call every single top quality player that they can at this present moment. And especially the forward line and the midfield, quality. The defense, just some players who probably play at like for Fulham and maybe nearly play every week in, week out, but they might get game. And the other aspect of it is that we don't have that type of quality right around our team. We don't have those type of qualities like what the USA have right around the team. But it's very important that not because we don't have that type of quality, it means that we are going to just lie down. Because as I can see the title, mentality, this is going to be a big test for us mentally. And Grimson already take a big, bold step where the psychological aspect of football is concerned, surrounding the team, just by the exclusion of Leon Bailey. Just that alone is a big step that Grimson has taken so far. Big up yourself, man of God. Sean answer, big up yourself, man of God as well. Jamaica win low with the winner. John Paul said up MG, big up man of God said Damian Low. Hitman Chef, big up yourself as well, my brother. Massive respect all the time. Anyways, now we're gonna have a look. We're gonna have a look now, people, at the run up to the Nation League, and I do think that a lot of you guys would have understand how things panned out and how things are going right now. Me know say the issue me have with the Reggae Boys and the Nation League run is me just identify one major issue, and I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful that issue we might see some improvement on that. Now, despite Al Grimson, most of the time he use the 4-4-2, and also kind of switch it up sometimes to a 4-2-3-1 or 4. It just kind of flexible. We seem to be constantly conceding goals, and that's where I think that's our Achilles heel, and we concede like a variety of goals. And like one time we usually concede like goal, ball to the back post, goal. Once I play against a team and then play the ball to the back post, automatically score. Those are the type of goals we usually concede. Now it kind of changed a little bit, and we start concede a variety of different goals, which, even though it changed, is still not a good look. It's still not a good look, in my view. Anyways, let's start off with first the Nation League. The first Nation League match that Al Grimson would have played. And what I want you guys, I'm going to name out the starting lineup for that game. And, naturally, I think naturally it's going to be better than the squad we have right now. Naturally. So, the starting lineup for that particular game. So, this is the first Nation League game for Al Grimson. The first one. I remember, we already stated, I'm going to show you some of the statistics. But we already said that Al Grimson, when it comes down to competitive games, he has always been very good when it comes down to competitive games. So that we already established that. Now, this is Al Grimson's starting lineup for that game in particular. Same 4-4-2. We have Jamal waiting goal. Think something wrong with Jamal waiting goal. Javian Brown right back. Damian Lowe and Ethan Pinnock centre back pairing. Left back Amar Bell. Midfield 4. Jamal Lowe on the left. Bobby Reed on the right. Bobby Reed was one of the scored, the wonder goal. In the midfield, we had Ravel Morrison and Daniel Johnson. And up front leading line, we have Leon Bailey and Shamar Nicholson. Leon Bailey kind of playing the more free role in the attacking tool. He might want to kind of drop in the midfield and, spring the ball, whatever. Yeah. So he had that free role. That game ended 2-2. Now, the statistics of that game, it kind of favored the Mexico team. Now, this is something that we have to consider and think about as well. Most of the times when we play against these teams, these giants in the CONCACAF region, even though I think other countries view us as giants as well, but most of the time when we play against the USA and the Mexico, it is we normally don't have possession. We normally don't have a great amount of possession of the ball. Nonetheless, I love the fact that we were always competitive. Inman said, wouldn't consider that as teams have to find different ways to score goals against us, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but we rather not concede at all. True, that's a good way to look at it, man. That's a good way, because one time, ball to the back post, goal. Now, they have to think about that now work again. So they have to go about it that way. So that's actually a good thing. So maybe we would have addressed that issue. That ball to the back post issue. So maybe that could be the case. We would have addressed that issue. That's definitely one way to look at it. And I think looking at it that way is actually a positive. It's definitely a positive. Now, the statistics for that game. Possession, and they had 69, we had 31. They had a total of 25 shots. We had 6. They created 3 big chances, and we created 1. Yeah, and really and truly, it never really worked well for us. We had total of 6 shots and 4 of those shots were on target. Now, despite the 25 shots that they had, only 4 were on target. So that's a good plus. Now, Ellis, the genius, said Blake conceded 6 goals. Yeah, that's football. That is football, not Elias. That is football. We can't do much about that. Lowe been playing awful in Philly lately. Yeah, but the thing is, sometimes some players they play awful for the club and play good for the country, and you have some players who play good for their country, awful for their country and good for their club. I think I just say that's just the nature of the game. That's just the nature of the game. No, so that was the first game for Al Grimson in the Nation League. Then we went on to play the Gold Cup. You know that go already. No, the Nation League group stages, people. First game we played was against Honduras, and I think a lot of persons would have expected us to beat Honduras. Relatively, that was a better game. I thought that we could have scored more goals in that game. We didn't. We just scored 1 goal, and that's just a part of it. We win the game, we move on. Second game, this was expected to be a tough game, which would have been Jamaica versus Haiti, and that game ended 2-2. As I said, it was expected to be a tough game. And if anyone remember that game in particular, I can remember 2 wingers in that game, the 2 Asian wingers them. I tell you, them caused us some serious problems. I don't remember their name, but they definitely caused us some serious problems in that game. The game ended 2-2. So next up we have is Grenada, and that's one of our biggest victory in the competition, where we defeated Grenada 4-1. Yeah, that's the biggest win we get in the competition. Next up, biggest scoreline, I should say. Sorry, victory regards to scoreline. Next up, final game of the group stage was against Haiti again, where we defeated Haiti. So this was the 2-2 was the first leg that was played in Jamaica. Then we went away, and the game did not play in Haiti. I thought the game played was, I think they played either in Trinidad or something like that. Oh, I'm going from internet. So I start from internet, people. I don't know what going from internet. Not sure why this thing. Look like it pick up no. Alright, so I'm just fix this. My apologies, people. Internet just got crazy a while ago. I don't know why. Anyway, so I just kind of fix it in some sense. So the final game of the group stage was against Haiti, and we won that game 3-2, and that would have made us advance to the knockout round. I think advance to the quarterfinals. Now when we reach the quarterfinals, we face the big, bad, mighty Canada, with all the stars among stars in Canada team. Now, I do believe that the Canada game was a prime example of no fear. The first game I played against Canada, I don't know if you guys remember, but we throw away so much chances. Oh, Premier 7, big up yourself, my brother. Big up yourself all the time. Yeah, I don't know what going on, but the internet just dropped. My internet just dropped a while ago. And it come back up now still. It's back up now. I don't know what going on. Out of nowhere. That tend to happen quite a few times. Yeah, so anytime you decide to go live, then something that always happen. Anytime you say no, I click the live button. So I can do a whole day and do anything I feel like, the entire day, and as soon as I click live, yeah, that just happen. Anyways, so the Canada game now, we played 2 games versus Canada. So what I'm doing, people, I'm just taking you guys through the route that Al Grimson had leading up to where we're at right now. Now, for those who remember the Canada first leg, one unfortunate issue, not just, there was two big unfortunate issues in that game. One, we lost the game. That was the first major unfortunate issue. Two was when Mikel Antonio picked up that knock that had him out for a long time period. So those were the two unfortunate issues that happened in that Canada first leg game. That first leg game was played in Jamaica. Now, ideally, when you're playing these type of competition, you would want to win. You would want to win the first game, especially at your home. Now, when I was at the game versus Canada in the National Stadium, there were some key aspects I realized about football and the levels of football. Now, one thing for sure, people always accost me because them say me overhype, I'm overrate some baller. So I always get cussed for these little minuscule things. And funny enough, some people who accost me, they most watch football on TV. So I find that very, very strange. They most watch football on TV. They don't really got games where I'm going to look at to see. Just watch football with them in 2 eyes. Go at the game and watch it for yourself. In most person's eyes, when you don't have possession, it automatically equates to the team far, far superior to yours. And that's not necessarily true. That's not necessarily true. There's many, many factors in football. There's many, many factors in football that you can look at and say, you know what? This team better than me. But it's not necessarily only because the team have more possession make the team better than you. Because I've seen for years Arsenal play against Manchester United and we have ball them, like we have way more possession than them and we still lose the game. We still lose the game and then with a win the game like I won 3-1, having like 5 shots and scoring 3 goals outside. Arsenal having 88% possession and still not scored. And Manchester United have gone on to win the league. I wish that would have equated to them being the best team in the league. But not necessarily to them play the best football. Let me give a prime example. Barcelona. I don't understand. What go on? Let me give a prime example. Barcelona. Based off how Barcelona play, based off how the tiki-taka like and something, you'd expect them to win every game. But in reality, is that so? Is that the true reflection of how football is? Spain, you'd expect Spain to win every single World Cup. Why? Because that's how they play, the brand of football they play. You'd expect them to win every single World Cup. The tiki-taka and all this type of thing. But here are the problem with that now. Here are the problem with that now. You're the problem with that now. Teams would have understand that you have players who are generally more technical than some. And that's just a part of football. But not because you have more possession, tend to equate to you being the better team. You could actually play a more possession brand type of football. And the next team you're playing against plays a more counter-attacking, a more transitional. And they just don't play well with the ball. So for example, Manchester United play against a Crystal Palace or a Fulham. As much as I'm not a Manchester United fan, but Manchester United, despite them have the quality players, they won't necessarily dominate possession versus these teams. Plenty of these teams will dominate possession over Manchester United. But the problem is that Manchester United is not a possession-based team. So despite they have better technical players and those stuff, they don't try to hold possession. That's not how they play. Anyways, so as I said, the first game versus Canada, one thing, these are some key factors I realized in that game. One, we were very, very dangerous on the day in counter-attack. Extremely dangerous on the day in counter-attack. Two, Liam Bailey throw away so much, we get so much opportunities, we could have put that game to bed. Big chances that Liam Bailey missed on that day was about 3 big chances Leon Bailey missed on that day. And if those chances would have scored, the game from the first leg would have been done and dusted. And also I recognize that they play a good brand of football. Canada play a really good brand of football. And I did have some feeling that we could have get the job done, because I thought that from the first leg would have scored. No, we rallied up to the second leg. We lost the game 2-1. I think we lost the game. We lost the first leg 2-1 in Jamaica. We rallied to the second leg now. This is when our back is against the wall. Everything looked bleaky. Canada have all of the big name players. They play good brand of football. They're at home. They already have a goal advantage. So they're comfortable where they are. They're very, very comfortable where they are. Here where the problem lies. Not because you have an advantage necessarily means you have already won the game. That's not how football. That's not how football set up. That's not football at all. No, if anyone remember, the first goal scored in that game in Canada. The first goal scored in that game in Canada was Canada. Alphonso Davies. Now, when Alphonso Davies scored the goal, let me check it. It was in the 25th minute. Alphonso Davies scored the goal in the 25th minute. And listen to this, right? That would mean that we are now at that point in time 3 goals down to 1. The aggregate was 3-1 at that particular time. 3-1 was the aggregate. So think about it, people. Canada have the better players, as according to how people that look at it. They have a squad of more players playing at the highest level. They have a goal and they have two goal cushion. They are at home with their own fans in front of their own fans. This game done and dusted from that moment. And technically, you know, them hold more possession, so people are say, yo, the game done and dusted. Here what happened in the second half now. Al Grimson made one change. Al Grimson took off Joel Latibodier outside of the midfield. He took him out of the midfield. Put on Hector. Put Damian Lowe in the midfield. So he made one substitution, and that substitution turned out to be a tactical switch. I put Damian Lowe in the midfield. And apparently, the tackling and the work rate was lacking in the midfield. Yes, Latibodier was in the midfield, but he was just predominantly running. Running to where? Running to do what? That's the question. I can't answer it. So I put Damian Lowe in the midfield now, and that changed the entire concept. That changed the entire concept of how the midfield look and how the team look. Damian Lowe started with more aggression in the midfield, pushing the team high up. Pushing the team further towards the Canada goal. Canada started making mistakes now. A lot of turnovers started happening. And that's where our goals started coming. Bam, Shaman Nicholson. Bam, Shaman Nicholson. And then way down in the line. And the first goal was actually from assist from Damian Lowe. Pass the ball, incisive pass as well. First, and then bam, the penalty. And then Damian Lowe work again. Work rate again that contribute to penalty. He's the one who win the ball down the right hand side. Try cross it in. The player box on the ball. Penalty. Bobby Reid steps up, finish it. Quality. And the Jamaica fan base start celebrate because we would have won the game. And the game would have done 4-4 at aggregate. And via away goal rule, Jamaica would advance. And that's how I just highlighted 3 major games for Al Grimson in this Nations League. The 2-2 versus Mexico, 2-1 loss to Canada at home, and the 3-2 win versus Canada. Citizen, big up yourself. Big up again, Premier. Big up. Citizen said, we have to approach the USA game like Canada game, MG. Surprise them and not be afraid. I don't see Jamaica having much possession against these teams, but we have to defend well and counter-attack. That's the reason why I think there's one particular player I think is going to be very, very valuable. Since there's no Leon Bailey, he's going to be extremely valuable. So I will be definitely discussing him a little bit later on from now. With the pace we have in the forward line, counter-attack football is the best option right now, MG. Definitely agree with you on that point. Since said MG, you feel Damian Lowe can play the John Stones role in Manchester City for Jamaica. John Stones play a highly technical role, you know. Not sure if we can give Damian Lowe that role there. It's a highly technical role, man. Too much things to do. Too many things to do in that role. So I'm gonna leave it. Leave it there. So maybe we'll put him in midfield, but just put him as the holy midfielder. All right. So that would. So what we're gonna do now, people. We're gonna have a look at the numbers. We're gonna have a look at the numbers, the Nation League numbers for Al Grimson. We're gonna have a look at it. So these are the numbers. These are what the Nation League numbers look like, people, for Al Grimson. So this is actually a catalog of all the games that Al Grimson would have played so far in the Nation League. So that's the goal. So we played 7 games, 4 draws, 2 draws, 4 wins, and 1 loss. The 1 loss would have suffered was actually against the Canada. That's the home stretch versus Canada. That would have been the 1 loss. As we see it, my concern is our clean sheets, our inability to keep a clean sheet. That is where my concern lies. Give me a second, people. The whole place are wet up. Yeah, so that's my concern. Our inability to stop the ball from going in the back of our net. We concede 11 goals despite scoring 16. Now, scoring 16 goals in 7 games, the average basically 2.1, 2.2 goals per game, which is very, very good. That is extremely good. Now, that is something that the USA is going to have to worry about. It is saying that we will score. That's what it's saying, that we will score. So that is something that they would definitely have to worry about. So that is saying that we will score. But our problem now is we have a serious issue keeping the ball out of the back of our net. Guys, as a comment, please do hit that button. Premier said Damian Lowe would need more games for us to believe he can play a Johnstone Rose, but he have the potential. Stats for Coach Al Grimson looks good on paper, but the playing style has to be more convincing. No, very good point, Premier. He was in one of the issue here, and I definitely take that point. He was in one of the issue here on pick up. I believe that the brand of football that Al Grimson wants to play, it does not necessarily has the players as yet to play that particular brand of football, and I believe that that's an issue. And maybe Al Grimson is trying to work his maneuvers way through now until he can really fulfill or get the quality or the type, not just quality, but the type of players that can play this system that he wants. So that's actually definitely a way to look at it. I would say that's definitely one way to look at it. Anyways, so these are the stats for the Nations League. I did also do some stats for the run of games, the last couple run of games. What I'm gonna also put up, I'm gonna also show you guys the. Okay, just do that already. I'm going to show you guys the most important players for us so far in the Nation League. So these guys that have been the most pivotal players in our Nation League journey. So these are the 3 most pivotal players for us throughout the Nation League campaign. Now, maybe this can highlight the boy. Maybe we can do it a little bit without Bailey. Just maybe we can go without the dynamism what Bailey offer. Just maybe. But here are the problem. There'll be no balls as well. And no them are REGGAE for this game specifically. So that is a problem. So out of all the 3 players here who have been the highest goal contributors for us and important key players for us, only one will be available to play. And that is Bobby Reid, which makes it way more complicated. Make it way more complicated. Citizen said, I think Jamal should start. Remember this comment, MG is going to step up for Jamaica. No, funny enough, if you check Jamal statistics, he always play well for Jamaica. Tycoon said Jamaica will be okay playing away. Playing away. The players love playing overseas. That's a fact. A lot of people going to be surprised. Yeah, I understand that. Let's put in the calling number, people, so they can call in. Anyways, yeah. So these are the 3 players who have been pivotal for us. Goal contribution, they're the highest goal contributor for the campaign. And these are basically the stalwarts who have kept Al Grimson going and pushing for him. But we will be without REGGAE. And REGGAE knows that's a big influence out of the team where quality is concerned. Not just quality, but the confidence that he provides to the players around him. I think that there is a tough one. Citizen said, MG, how the media attack you for watching so bad. He's Jamaica golden boy. Apparently, sir, Citizen, apparently he is the Jamaican golden boy. The golden boy that consistently turns down Jamaica, it seems. But I say go, Citizens. You see, sometimes not everyone has their, you see, it's one of your favorite player. Just realize the reaction is totally different for everyone's favorite player. Let me give you a perfect example. Leon Daly was left out of the squad and Trevante for the same issue. But the people only talk about Leon Daly. Why? Because they don't really care about Trevante and Leon Daly they love. So it's all about the player that you love and have some level of emotional connection to. That's the one that you actually that's where you feed your emotion towards. So, and 2 players did the crime. Both of them got punished, but only one of them people talk about. So it's all about who the supporters love. So I have no problem with that, and me not no problem getting beaten. I will continue to take beating. No problem. There's no problem at all. Once we can come and talk and split it 2 sides and say, you're going, this correct, this wrong, whatever. I think this is my opinion on the matter. Yeah. I'm not going to change that. I don't think I'm going to change that to please anybody. So I'll say you go. And I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Anyways, I'm going to jump into this the squad them now. So let's have a look at the squad. I did create some squad and I do a video on them. Let me see if I can find it. Yes, I did do a video on the squad. So let's have a look at the squad. So these are the squad people. Want to have a look at the squad. So this is how the squad look. So I created some squad. This is one of the squad then, right? And it's quite interesting. Out of all the squad, only one of the squads that I post had Damian Lowe in the midfield. So it's quite interesting. A lot of persons prefer. See that Ricardo Badger said Military Trivante shouldn't even be in this squad. See me tell you? Everyone have their favorite player. Everyone has their favorite player. So I say go. Casey off the bench. In some sense, you know, in some sense, I would say, in some sense. So this starting lineup comprised of Andre Blake in goal, Lemmy Keesa at right back, Greg Lee at left back, Damian Lowe and Bernard as the centre back paired. In the midfield four consists of Jamal Lowe on the right, the left, Bob Reed on the right, Joel Latibody in the midfield, and Daniel Johnson in the midfield. Now the problem is a lot of persons don't want to see Joel Latibody in the midfield. It's just unfortunate because a strong possibility Al Grimson will have him in the midfield. So that one they out of my reach. Strong possibility. And maybe not just maybe from those games, from that game in Canada, Al Grimson might say, no what? Maybe Joel Latibody in the midfield won't work. Just maybe. You know say it almost? Just maybe. So this is actually one of the squads that I posted. Ricardo said, I think Jamaica will surprise us tomorrow. I think we will. I know tomorrow the game, not Thursday the game, man. Thursday the game, you know. I think we will lose, but I also think tomorrow will be our best performance under Grimo. You know, I don't feel like we're going to lose. Javier Ramos said, you can't play Damian with Deshaun. It's either. They both can be rash. You need a cooler head. Alright, so good point. Giovanni Play said, Lowe is a forward. Would rather Anderson on the right. Jason Guna TV said, blessings MG and all in the chat. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, Jason. So this starting lineup, the thing is, you know, Jamal Lowe can play both left and right. So up front, when I have Cephas and Antonio. So I think Cephas is going to be key to this game. That is if Grimo uses him still. Here why? Cephas is the fastest player in the squad. He's the fastest player in the squad. And we will definitely need that pace going forward to on Thursday. Why we're going to need that pace? Because at the end of the day, people, me can tell us that we have to go catch USA upon the counter. And it's going to be very, very important that we be precise with our counter. But then we're going to play high. I strongly believe that USA are going to play really, really high. And with them playing high, that's going to expose and have a whole heap of space in behind them. Now, if we can say, no, we're going to play 8 behind that ball and leave 3 players up, or leave the 2 players up them. So we're going to leave Antonio and Cephas, and then we're going to see up at top. So even if USA apply the pressure power, they might force us back. They might push us back, press us, and we just leave Antonio and Cephas up there. That kind of make them a bit cautious, you know, because they know that we're going to try to hit them on the counter. So that's going to make them extremely cautious and force them to not go full 100 in the press. Because they know that one error and we are in behind, and they can't afford that. Citizen said Daniel Johnson is a must starter for me, MG. The dynamic he gives the midfield, to be honest, is our main creator. Akeem said, feel like Palmer go replace Joel MG. Shevan give us it, and I saw y'all give away information. Which information may I give it? Which information may I give it? Anything you hear me I say, Shevan? They been not nothing with nobody no see or nobody no know. All if you wrong, alright. You can't. You tell me say no. We're gonna play against USA, right? And we don't know USA most vital player, most important player, most dangerous player. We know the players them. So it's not me giving away information. Bravo, and big up yourself. I'm not confident with that centre back pairing, especially with Joel as cover for them. True. Chevron said them boy don't know nothing about Cephas. No, you have to understand. No. Maybe the supporters don't, but I don't think the coaching staff don't know. The moment our squad drop, at the moment the Reggae Boy squad drop, that is where the information them start doing research. Alright, so the next starting lineup, I'm going to have a look at the next starting lineup now. This is the next starting lineup, and personally, this is a starting lineup when me kind of like. I think me kind of did a swing towards the starting lineup a little bit more. Why me kind of swing towards the starting lineup a little bit more? I think more about Damian Lowe in the midfield. Maybe that's the reason. Let me tell you why. More rough up USA. That is true. Hopefully not getting a card early out, but more really rough up the midfield. And I think if we rough up the midfield, just ruffle them feathers a little bit. Just ruffle them feathers just a little bit. Maybe, just maybe, might see something. So people, so the call line is not open now, people. So I'm gonna drop the call in the comment section. It's in the pinned comment. So I can drop it back. I drop the call line 876. One you can call and tell me which starting line would I prefer to say. And also one thing about the matchup coming. So that's the reason why I kind of like the formation now. I just want a bit of roughness now in midfield. I don't want people to go run. I want people to rough them up and make them afraid. Chevron said the Low can't play the role. Best time for him to play there is when we go all out to get back a goal with a heavy press. No, but that's the whole thing. We can't depend on Chevron to go behind before start making those decisions. We can't wait until we're behind a goal down before we start doing that. We can't do that. I don't think that's smart way to do it. Hector or Low should be in the midfield. You need a destroyer to cover up the loose end. So let's have a look at this defense. Let's have a look at this team in particular. So we have in goal, Andre Blake. Right back, Lemby Kisa. Left back, Greg Lay. Centre back pairing of Deshaun Bernard and Michael Hector. So Michael Hector is going to provide the cool, calm head in the defensive third. And in the double pivot, that's why I have double pivot. More somebody in the midfield who can also help Damian Lowe in that midfield. Yeah, so we have two persons around Damian Lowe who are more suited to the midfield who can help him throughout the game. So we have Casey Palmer, he attack in number 10 position, he attack in midfield position. And Daniel Johnson as the box-to-box and Damian Lowe just to sit. Or maybe we can have Damian Lowe do the box-to-box and Daniel Johnson sit. So Damian Lowe do all of the dirty work in the midfield. Once he get back the ball, first time challenge. Pass down to Daniel Johnson. Daniel Johnson do film thing. Casey Palmer as well do film thing. So I look under the way there. Up front, Mikel Antonio. On the left, we have Jamal Lowe. On the right, we have Bobby Reed. I think, me personally, I kind of like this formation more. I kind of like the setup a little bit more than the others. For some reason. James Natter said 4-3-3. I look bang inside here. Can do the damage. Nathan Morgan said the coach gonna go with 4-4-2 though. Sitting said I love this team. Send it to Grimo. Hey, no, I can't send it to him, man. Hope I get it in the first place. Nathan said I love the squad as well. Jeremiah said this is the best team I have seen. It is a team. For some reason, I kind of like it. For some reason, I kind of like the team, yeah. Ravan said, this look like a much better lineup. Just no one low getting no early yellow card. Me understand? Me understand? No, a lot of persons have been advocating for Kerai Anderson in the midfield. No, as much as though he's actually the only natural defensive midfielder we have in the team, I don't really want to put that big burden on such a young player, especially in the nature of the game like this. And one thing I'm realizing when I watch Kerai Anderson, he plays better in a team that has possession. He plays better in a team that has possession. He looks really good on the ball. But without possession, yes, he can tackle and he can work, but sometimes he get caught get caught kind of ball watch sometimes. Just sometimes. I don't say it all the time. So, but him have good work rate still. But I feel like I need that rough house type of thing from Damien Lowe in this one. We could start with fire. We could start the game with fire. If we see him get a yellow card, pull him. Pull him back and put him back in the defense. Chevron said, problem is if Lowe play DM, he's going to be in place where it does not belong. Leave the midfield and hold the defense line vulnerable. Same reason why King can't play there. They need to understand the role. Alright, and I understand what I'm saying, I'm Givens. I 100%. But hear what me I say. Against Canada, he was the one who went into that role and get the job done. He was the one who went in that role and get the job done. I understand you're worried for him. I'm more worried of him picking up a yellow card or 2 yellow cards or maybe going to a tackle and probably a little bit too rush and get a red card. I am more worried about that. I'm not worried about him out of place because one, he have the pace to get to cover. He has very good recovery pace. So I'm not worried about that. I'm just a little bit worried about the aspect of getting cards. Nathan said, I'm really doubtful going in this game. It's going to take a lot of guts to win this one in USA. Hey, we did it in Canada. We can do it again. You know, sometimes you just want to do something once in life to know, say, hey, we can do it, you know. And try to replicate it. Just so you go. Who knows, Grimson might be training Low for the midfield position. I have very high hopes for this game. Now, today I spoke with somebody today from a journalist from the USA, right? A big journalist, top journalist I spoke with from the USA. And they are not as confident as what we think on the outside. Many of us see fans' reaction. Fans are confident. But the people who really know football, who inside the football circle, are not as confident as a fan. For example, a lot of the Reggae Boy fans are not really confident about the matchup. For me personally, I have no problem at all. I'm confident. Jeremiah said he played box to box, not CDM. No, but Daniel Johnson was the one to sit deep. And that's what I say. It can go either way. But I want him in the midfield to rough up the midfield. That's what I want. So in the end of the day, I think I would not have an issue with Damien Lowe starting there. And as I said, the USA fan base them have big ego. Them overconfident. Remember, so when I go England, Canada, the Canadian players are overconfident as well. And we see these things. I was watching some previews from the USA media outlets, and I'm telling you, the way how they speak, they're speaking about 5-1, 4-2, 3-0, 3-1, 4-1. These are the way that they're speaking. And I'm telling that many of them are, and these are the fans, many of the fans them are overconfident. I'm not, people are going to look at and say, maybe we're overhyped the Reggae Boys team. But I do think we put context to everything. We know that. Just like okay, I say, boy, we might not have enough possession. The team is not good enough. We can't say all these things. But we still have faith that, hey, despite all of that, it's a one-off game. It's a one-off game and anything can happen. Big up yourself, Pierre God. City said Reggae Boys attack this Nations League without a doubt. Yeah. It would be interesting if Mexico lose as well, you know. Can you imagine Mexico lose and Jamaica win? Donovan looks at Jamaica 2, USA 1. As Mr. Still, my biggest concern is us keeping a clean sheet. If we can keep a clean sheet, because in the Nation League, we score in every game. It doesn't matter the opponent, we score in every single game that we have played so far. Every game we're scoring now. Which means that we have that bit of lethalness about us. And that can prove vital to what we want to do. It can prove vital to what we want to do. So if you know so we're going to a game with a goal in our bag, that's confidence. We can go in there with confidence. But you are the problem. We don't want to go in there knowing that we're going to score a goal, but also knowing that we're likely to concede. And based off the amount of goals that we have conceded so far already, it's not pretty. It's not pretty. Really and truly, it's not pretty. Scoring 16 goals, we average 2 goals per game in the Nations League. But we also average conceding, I think is... Alright, so it's 16 goals scored, 7 games. So 2.1, we average 2.1 goals scored. And we concede 11. And we concede 1.3. We concede 1.3 goals. So if we balance it out, we can score 2 and still concede 1. We can score 2 and still concede 1. So that can technically balance out itself. The problem is, will it balance out itself? Reggae Boy Essential, big up yourself. Low must start at CDM for me. That's one thing I know for sure. Reggae Boy said that's a good lineup, but I would go with Cephas over Palmer and switch to 4-4-2. Also, I would bring on Latibodier and Tavon after the half for Hector, Gray, or Dexter. What? No, but you have to have reason. Give you some reason why they make those changes. Since he said Kyle Dixon off the bench, I really don't want to put them the pressure upon the youngster, you know. I don't want to put them pressure upon the youngster. Especially if it's a close game. Nathan said US not gonna beat us this that big. Their delusion to think that matchup between us always hard and full on. True, normally it's like 2-1, 1-0, 1-1, 2-2, 3-2, something like this. It tends to be very, very close. Who normally get a big beating? Who normally get a big beating or something there? Who normally get a big beating at Mexico? And Mexico kind of normally floor with. Tycoon said, don't get me wrong, USA have players, but a lot of them are bench players for their team. Fewer starters. Jamaica will give them a hot 1-0. Cian Sinclair said, all going on whisper should be in the lineup. Put him on the left or right wing. Cian, we don't need to go upon that now. The player done in a squad, the player I try get solidify himself with the Chelsea team right now. We don't need to go with that now. The player in the squad, man. Make that say now. Jesse Guna TV said, if you fear putting a player on the pitch in this game, was it worth putting him in on the squad? No, but you're always gonna have that. You're always gonna have that. Big up yourself, Shav. Massive, massive respect, my brother. You're gonna always have that in a Jason. You're gonna always have that. Sometimes you can have players you say, alright. It's only if needs be you're gonna put him in. Only if needs be. Just like I just said, go one you might even if you don't have no confidence time. Let me show you. Arsenal, me support Arsenal. But as much as though me as a supporter, you look on the teams them that would have played. Look on the Arsenal team right now. If Reece Nelson come in, me don't have much confidence in Reece Nelson. Me not have much confidence in Reece Nelson, like how me da have in something there, in Martinelli. I just say game go reason boss. What kind of name that?
Easy. MG, greetings. Viewers and subscribers to MG. Blessed. Late night in London, England. Yeah. Everything blessed. Looking forward with high anticipation to this Nation League semi-final clash.
Yeah? It's supposed to well late in England, man. It's supposed to well late.
Yeah, man. I had to make a little movement to my car to just cool out and enjoy my little private space away from the missus.
That's all good. As man, we need some of that sometime, you know. Reggae Boy Essentials. I highly rate Cephas in terms of his pace in transition and 1v1 ability. He would be great off the bench, but I think he better suits Al Grimson's system to start. It's close between him and Palmer. Remember that are two different type of player in Reggae Boy Essential. Palmer is an attacking midfielder. Cephas is a winger. It's a pure winger. So it's two different type of players. Just to go and said, which player on the USA squad do you think Berhalter Fear put in on the pitch? No, listen, me not gonna say. Alright, I might use the word fear, and it might not be that because one, if Al Grimson bring the player, Al Grimson must would have trust that hey, this player can give me something, and it's just probably me. It's just probably me saying that. I'm probably quoting it wrong by saying fear. So maybe I'm the one who utilized that word and used it in the wrong context. So it's just my view of things. It's not necessarily the view of Al Grimson. So that's the reason I said that. So somebody said the question and said, Kyle Dixon off the bench. I view it. I said, well, I wouldn't want to apply that. I wouldn't want to apply the pressure on the youngster and this type of something. But that not necessarily means it would have been the same view of Al Grimson. It's just my view. But one thing for sure, Al Grimson would have proven to me, based on what I've seen over time, playing every single practice game that Al Grimson play. Every single practice game Al Grimson play, Kyle Dixon has played in that. Every single one of them. So it must have meant that he has some level of trust in the player. And also to end up bring the player to this competition. So maybe I use the wrong concept. So as I said, just okay, don't get caught up on the word fear. I just don't see the point of taking a player that we wouldn't use unless it's a certain situation. No, but you have to understand this. You have to understand this. Coaches select their squad based off situations, and if you look into the squad, there's a lot of players. Players will always be ahead of players. So I'm good at using an Arsenal supporter. Let me give a perfect example. So for the striking position for Arsenal right now, in order of precedence, it's Gabriel Jesus, Kai Havertz, Trossard, then Eddie Nketiah. So Eddie Nketiah ranked 4th. Now Arteta would have no need to put on Eddie Nketiah when him look on the bench and he see Kai Havertz and him see Gabriel Jesus and he see Trossard. So he would not make Eddie Nketiah jump all them players there when in fact them they ahead of him. So let me give a perfect example. If you look on the squad, Antonio is ahead of him. Corberg is ahead of him. Cephas is ahead of him. So there's a lot of players who are ahead of him. So it's not a case of certain situation. It's a case of when will he get the opportunity, because there are already players ahead of him.
MG, I must say, if I can just cut in briefly, I've got to agree with you. I understand where viewers and subscribers would be coming into the argument suggesting that Anderson plays. In fact, in my provisional preferred selection 11, Karoy Anderson was paired with Latibode in my book. The midfield access, the midfield grind is still a challenge for Jamaica. However, Anderson and his lack of experience at this level and against this type of CONCACAF opposition would potentially be a relative weak link. And Coach Jaime, you've hit the nail on the head. You've suggested, could you just expound upon that a little more? How much confidence do you have in Coach Jaime making the big decisions as a neutral, professional, hardened manager to make decisions that, whether certain fans like it or not, he knows what's going on, along with Merrin Gordon and John Wall on the pitch in training, knows what he wants by way of the tactical carrying out of the orders, and he knows the personnel to get the job done. Go ahead, MG.
All right, so that's a very good question. That's a really, really good question. You what I have to say about that question now. One, this incident with Leon Bailey is a perfect example of a coach that knows what he wants, knows what he's doing, even though people might swing in many different directions that are not pointed to the coach. This is a coach that if he everything that every time we announce a squad, the coach come out publicly and explain every aspect of and detail as per the squad, giving reasons for that. This is a coach that is taking responsibility for everything that he's doing. That's one. What that does, that gives the fan base trust. You know what? We can trust him because he might explain to why this right here. Maybe before we never know them something there. Know what player missing, we just know say missing, and that's it. We have to speculate or some rumors or follow up some rumors. But now we know exactly why we don't see a particular player. No. When we played against Canada, our Grimson at halftime took out Latibodier, put in Michael Hector, pushed Damien Lowe in the midfield. When he did that, he won the game through that decisive moment. Remember that Joe Latibodier is a player that play almost every game for Al Grimson in the midfield. Every game for him in the particular midfield. In the midfield. And he opted this time around and pulled Latibodier and put Damien Lowe in the midfield and won the game. It must have meant that the coaching staff would have sit and said, you know what? This is not working. That's not working. Let's try this. In a big, decisive moment where he has nothing to lose. Remember, he could have kept the same system and the same players on the pitch and see if he could nick a result. But that was not good enough. So he made a big move. He made a big move in a decisive moment and reap massive reward for it. So I do believe from seeing that, I can't do nothing else more than trust what he's doing.
Perfectly answered, MG. In Reason Boss's opinion, perfectly answered. While we're on the subject of trust, am I mistaken? Were you at the press conference along with Ohini Blake?
Yeah, I was at the press conference.
Yes, I heard a question from your good self. I must put it to you. Enemies in the camp. One enemy in the camp is worse than 1,000 enemies outside the camp. A famous Arabian saying. How easy, or better word, how realistic is it for information such as the omission of Leon Bailey for breaking of a curfew? How easy is information like that from leaking out? Was Coach Jaime well within his rights to be concerned, or was he being a little too harsh on matters Jamaican? Because I'm sure that in other countries, other continents, similar information as big or is even as smaller than this situation could easily get out. What's your say as a journalist?
All right, that's a very good question. No, the quote that he said that one enemy in the house is 1,000 enemy outside is worse than is better than one enemy inside. Well, whatever it quote, never quote. Anyways,
no, yes, one enemy inside
is worse than
is
1,000 enemy
worse
outside.
than 1,000 outside.
Yeah. Now,
Go ahead.
you have in the world that we live in, trust is very, very important. Trust is extremely important in the world that we live in. Then now, in the nature of what we're doing right now, trying to create history. The coach is on the brink of doing something that can derail the entire campaign, but he has to take a stand at some point in time. Now, when that information was leaked, that would have put the USA on high alert that, hey, okay, we can start plan for that. Even though they can do the same, even after the announcement, But the whole issue is, you need to be around people that you can trust. Because imagine, Al Grimson tonight, Al Grimson a plan. Set up in game plan, in game structure, of how he approach a game for tomorrow. Him write him, do him tactical board and rate it. And whilst he's doing that, someone inside of the camp, I record him do it.
Oh God.
And send that over to the USA camp. Now, if you look at that's where the trust issue comes in place now. You don't know at what level, because imagine if that person who did the recording, they're getting a bit of style, something nice up them pocket. You become an enemy within that. That's an enemy within. And you need people around you can trust, who see the same vision as you are, who want to work to the same direction, who want to achieve the same things. And I think that's how I look upon it. And I understand when Al Grimson stated that he was not having it and he didn't like it none at all. And I 100% understand the reason for that.
Do you think that the media, Jamaican media, has a responsibility, a role to refuse to take such information or to press for such information, even if it's for a few dollars more, at the risk, as you said, of Jamaica creating history and destabilizing, giving the opposition an advantage?
Initially, it definitely, when the information came out, it definitely destabilized the camp, because one, the first thing is going to be how that information came out, who it came out from. It was two incidents: the Leon Bailey incident and the squad. So those were the two incidents. And apparently, it kind of destabilized in-house. And you would understand that, because at the end of the day, we want to have the best advantage as possible. We don't want everybody to know everything.
Of course.
We don't want everybody to know everything. But at the end of the day, you have to, as a coach, you have to know, say, hey, I can put a plan together, and that particular plan that I put out is safe, and the person I put it out with have the same vision as I do, and we can push towards that particular vision. So it definitely destabilizes. But the media aspect right now is this: media has to be responsible for information that they put out. You have to be responsible. That's the reason why even when you speak, you have to be mindful of the things that you say, because you are now being held on legal standard and legal grounds based off the information that comes out of your mouth and how it comes out of your mouth. So, not all information must be reported. And I usually have the mindset that, boy, everything everybody have to know. And until me see it for myself, the chaos that it can cause. I've seen it for myself, the chaos that it can cause. Some things are best not said. And leave it for time to pass by, and the truth will definitely eventually come out. Now, the thing is, when we realize now, we reach in the modern era where, boy, the first get information out it seems the more credible, but that's not necessarily the case.
Right.
So because they get the information out first, you're more credible. But that is just not the case. One, you want to get the information out first because you want to galvanize all that viewership or likes or whatever from early out, so that you don't do it when you wear off. But
Right.
sometimes the first information not necessarily equates to the more accurate information. So as media outlets, we have to be responsible for the information that we put out. And also, the thing is, a lot of persons have different views and opinions, and that's how things. That's how. Even though we might look at it a particular way, next one might say, no, that's nothing. That's all. So that's where some of the issues pop up.
Well, it's an interesting climate that Coach Jaime is working in, social media wise, mainstream wise, and I'm mindful from London, England. I'm mindful that if Jamaica want to be a professional outfit, as professional as possible, and to give themselves the greatest chance, not only of immediate silverware via the CONCACAF Nations League trophy competition, but of course going forward into the World Cup qualification itself, and of course before that, the Copa America. How optimistic are you that Coach Jaime will have that professional environment, particularly in light of the recent JFF elections? How confident are you that the professional, transparent, humble environment is going to be there to allow Jamaica's Reggae Boys to be the best they can be? I must say, I've been impressed. I don't know about viewers and subscribers as well as yourself. I've been impressed by the likes of Simon Preston offering a word of prayer. I don't think it's the first time. I think that is a way forward and part of the humility, I believe, that can strengthen the Reggae Boys. What say you?
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. I would say quite an interesting take also. But one of the thing is, there's a lot of persons working, I think, from what I've seen, working behind the scenes, trying to really assist the program, just to get the professional aspect of it up, so that certain things can look better. And Simon Preston has let me tell you the difficulty where I have it. So, for example, before Simon Preston was with the JFF, right? A lot of persons in the same media landscape, especially YouTube's peers, were always saying that Simon Preston is the ideal person for the media job. He's bilingual. He's very smart. Football encyclopedia. He's knowledgeable, extremely knowledgeable about the Jamaica team. Everyone is saying that he's the ideal person to be the press officer for the Reggae Boys.
Indeed.
You know what happened now?
Yes.
The moment Simon Preston got the opportunity to become the media personnel for the JFF, automatically the narrative changed now to him being a sellout. So even if there are persons who would want to help do certain things, it's going to be very, very difficult, because the same persons who are saying that we need this to improve, we need that to improve, once someone is trying to help improve it, they turn their back on that particular person who is trying to improve it.
Mind you, let me put a quick pin in that, MG. Let me push back at you a little bit. As far as I'm aware, from London, England, Richpole Sports, Diddley Winks has been aware that Simon Preston has not been receiving a bag of criticism. Far from it. In fact, from my perspective, from what I've picked up on, Simon has been getting a lot of praise. I was watching even some United States social media content, and they were waxing lyrical at the most recent presentation of the squad with the graphics. And I think Simon has been treated pretty well in social media circles. Have you been hearing something more?
Yeah, but most of those social media circles are not necessarily of ours. It's not necessarily of ours. That's the point. It's not
I'm
necessarily
listening.
our social
I'm
media
listening.
circle.
I'm listening very carefully to MG because I was including
Ours?
Jamaican social media as well as the likes of the United States media. You're suggesting that there are some Jamaican social media, maybe a majority, who have not been, shall we say, complimentary at the job that Simon Preston has been doing. Really
Yeah,
interesting.
I'm telling you, you'd be shocked to know that.
Um, Good evening, guys, or good night.
Big up Mikey,
Hey,
the
Richard.
Wagwan.
Not much, but there.
The one and only. I saw the name. The voice is coming up and piping through. It's the great, the one, the only, Mikey B in the building. What's going on, Mikey B?
What you must understand is that when with anybody take a job, any job that that is going to be the public eye, you're going to always have the detractors, and that's just a way of life. You can't please everybody all the time. So
True.
any job you get, if they give you the job, MG, then when it comes you say you're sellout, because then somehow some people feel that somewhere you're making some money under the table or you get the extra little benefits that you should not get, and that's why you change it. But when in an organization, there's certain things you can't say. You know it's wrong, but you can't take it out of your mouth and say it because you're part of the organization. If you say it, you won't get fired. You know, so you see it. I just say, boy, that's not right, but you can't, as you are the press person who's talking to the public, you can't bring a negative light on the corporation. You always have to show the positive side, although there's negatives. Because the moment you start saying negative things about the corporation, your job is now no longer available to you.
You know the funny thing about it, Mikey B?
Yeah.
I would love for somebody to name one organization that there's nothing negative about it.
No, but I know, but there's none. But the press officer, that person, he or she, can't bring up those negatives.
Actually, they have a role and a responsibility to play.
Exactly.
They're representing the organization.
Exactly. I'm trying to remember the person that was saying bad things about. It was a player. Was saying bad things about the team they play for. I think it was the REGGAE BOYZ. I trying to remember which player it was. And you cannot curse you cannot curse your bosses. You can't curse your boss. No. You can't say bad things about your boss, or you're going to get fired.
Of course.
You understand me?
Yeah, of course. So and people have heat. Who never go on the table.
Yes,
what anybody say, no matter what a person think, no matter what emotional feelings you have, you have to feed a family.
Yeah, you cannot be playing for a club or a national team and a bad mouth the organization, or you're going to get cut.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah, that's how it is. Although you know what they're doing is wrong, you just when you retire or you leave the organization and you don't need them anymore, you can say all you have to say.
Alright, you know the funny thing about it is...
Wait a second. What people going to say? Why didn't say it when you were there? Because if you say it when you're there, you're going to lose your job. And you need to feed your family. You understand me? I've never seen anybody get up, any player in any sport get up and curse a coach out or organization and survive the rest of the year. A person is out. You know what I mean? So Simon get a job and Manning's man get a job. I'm happy for them.
Yeah, and in my view, they have been doing well. In my view, they have been doing well.
They have to play the role. I don't expect them to. I don't expect Simon to come on his program and say bad things about the JFF. I don't expect Manning's man to say bad things about the JFF. Manning's man was on a show it's last week, where somebody was trying to press him to call a name, which he can't do. You know what? He want him loud out somebody.
Yeah, no, but even in the same sense, he has to be responsible as well to not call a name, even if he was not there.
Yeah. You know, I hear other people talking about this Premiership starting player that went to be a Jamaica team when it come Copa America, big name player, but them talking and them not calling a name. So why talk about the person? you know, if you're a YouTuber and you're going to bring up something about a player coming or whatever, call the name. You know what I mean? That's what you're there for. But you say a player coming. So if the player don't come, nobody remember what you said 3 months, 4 months ago.
True.
You know?
That's just the nature of it.
Yeah.
That's just how the game go.
You know,
All right, so Jason Gooden said, Kobe Thomas highlighted the interesting diet at the U20 camp in Trinidad, and he wasn't picked again after Mikey B. Oh, you are going on Jason Gooden. You have to understand this now, right? One, what a lot of people don't know, the most persons don't know, Kobe Thomas is diabetic. So he can't eat what everybody else eat.
Okay, well, there, yeah.
Yeah, no, all right, so he probably said because Kobe Thomas Kobe Thomas did a match day vlog, right? And him show when I'm doing a man from whatever, and him showing breakfast and such and such. I think him just make one shake and some scrambled egg and something.
Yeah.
So, but it seems that people say if I really diss the ball, them I eat.
Well, he has a special diet because of his situation, but we don't know. I did not know that, and
that is the thing. But because a lot of persons never knew that the baller is diabetic, so then there was a problem with it. They thought that the baller might get feed. It created a bit of confusion, really and truly. Me never really said nothing to it. Me never addressed it. As I said, with me personally, and really everything me take up. As me really see really relevant, certain things relevant. As some pressing issues me really take up and address. And that's the situation. In diabetics, and can't eat anything.
Yeah.
And most of the time, because on a match day, when I go exert a certain amount of energy, and him probably go consume the Gatorade them, him can't eat a portion amount of food or this or that. So his diet, he has his own dietitians who give him this and that, and give him the diet plans and the nutrition plan and say, eat by this. So
you see what happens? You see what happens? The danger of lack of knowledge sometime, jumping the gun sometime. That's what can misinterpretation, misunderstandings. Mikey B, I don't know. Mikey
said, I know a lot of people have been saying Kobe Thomas should have been there, but he's nowhere near the US team and isn't a top player at his age. Reggae Boy Essential. You know, you're going, message me one away. Message me on IG and tell me the reason why you think Kobe Thomas was not there. Because I strongly believe that's the reason why you're speaking like that. Because you don't know why he's not there. And let me tell you, it's not quality why he's not there. Sometimes, as we say to people, it's not all information really come out to the public. It's not all information come out to the public because not everything can be said online. Some things you have to just keep it, and then when the truth come out, it will come out. And may I tell you, since the end, the election end, a lot of things will be coming out soon, people, because I like the whole nice and mix up on here. A lot of things are gonna come out publicly very, very soon.
Well, the only mix up I want to clear up is the Reggae Girls mix up, because this will carry on too long now.
Strong possibility. Alright, so me not supposed to touch on this topic, but let me just touch on it small. Where the Reggae Girls are concerned, we might not see them back. Because a particular person won the election and that's not what they wanted.
Yeah.
Listen, people, there's so much things that happen behind the scenes where football is concerned, and it's mostly political. And because it's political, and that's the said reason why I don't necessarily touch it, because political topics tend to go down one long route, and if you don't know the in and out of what's happening, people are going to cuss you and say a fool shit at chat. People are going to bash and beat you, say be a party at chat, because they don't know. And because they don't know, they don't trust what you're saying. And because they don't trust what you're saying, they're going to say a fool shit at chat then.
So you tell me, say, when I go see Bunny Shaw or them little girl.
Honestly, I don't know.
Oh Lord!
Guess I know, no?
This is terrible.
They have gotten back their invite, so we will see.
MG,
yeah.
MG, when you say, please educate the reason why. Yes, sir. When you say political, is that with a capital P, a small p? What do you mean by politically? It could be a case that certain decisions are going to be made where regards football.
Let me give you a perfect example. One is the election. Why I see so much things and so much chaos in the media space is because of the election. The election wasn't the main reason why you see so much chaos and so much negativity, all that kind of stuff. It was all because of the election. It was all because of the election. Now that the election is out of the way, you're going to realize that you won't hear a lot of negative reporting. Because, all right, so let me break it down now. So let me give a perfect example. If me and Mikey B are running for a particular position, right? So we're running to become the president of MG Sports. The easiest way for me to discredit Mikey B's competency is by leaking all of his errors and all of the things that went do wrong. Now I like none of the positive things that went do. So I'm gonna leak everyone I issues them. So every dirt I can find from Mikey B, I leak it. Why do you think me I do that? I'm doing that to gain a moral advantage. So if it's even for some people who work with him, some good, credible people who work with him, for retire or for leave them job or then kind of something, I'm going to do it because I want to win. That's how politics set up. It's win at all costs. So, Mikey B, you understand me, I try, so don't?
Yeah.
Reason, boss. You understand me, I say?
I do. Well explained. Interesting. I fully understand where you're coming from.
You see, this is the thing, right? This is the thing. That's why.
Unfortunate.
That's why I feel people. Everybody in one position in the GFF, including the players. The players are the players, and the coach is the coach, and the president, secretary, whatever. And people must just stay in them lane. That's what I think, and don't try to. If everybody stay in them lane and do them thing, there's less problems.
No, but you're not gonna have that. All right, so,
I know that. I know you can never have that. There's always part. Even although this team win, there's people in this team feel that they should be in a different position.
Yes.
So there's still more politics going on within the same team that win.
No man, it not gonna stop.
Exactly.
It won't stop.
Stop. Yeah,
because that's what happens in every organization, especially when it's an organization where there's voting and presidential change every particular time. So 1 year leading to the presidential change, you will find that there's going to be a lot of leakage, a lot of issues, a lot of noise. Reason being is someone is trying to gain a political or moral advantage. A moral advantage. That's just politics. It happened right across. It happened at the army, it happened at the police force, it happened in the USA election, Russian election, Jamaican election, it happened at every election. That's just how it is. What you find out is that political parties, they tend to assign to media outlets and use media outlets to drive narratives, and so because that's the way how they get the information, that's the way how they can control the narrative and they can control the moral aspect of the people. So that's just how it operates. And me never learned that until about maybe 2 years ago. I learned it, and I've been in this space and I've seen it and witnessed it, but me just not talk about it. That's the reason every time when you come on to the reggae girls, all that kind of something, I always say, me not deal with politics, me not get involved in the political things. Because that's something I know about. That's something I know about. So that's how I'm in a trouble it. Because worst case scenario is that I was privy to a lot of information on both sides. And because me have so much information on both sides, it would be unfair of me to speak. And then now, even if me have an allegiance, me would have swing to one side and push a narrative there as well. So what I do, me just not say nothing. Me stay out tight. So me keep on mutual ground. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, you know, me have my side and my side with the football. So we miss the winning. We miss our team winning and competing competitively. We miss that.
A competitive game?
Yes.
So now what you be Canada, man?
No, me talk about the girls, them, man.
Oh, the reggae girls, them? Oh.
Yeah,
Hopefully them come back, man.
No, these young girls that are playing now, these ladies are playing now. Quite a few of them going to mature to the when if the full team come back to the full team, and that's what you want. You know you want them to play together. So because we need to get to a level where we have, and what this also shows too is that we have a lot of backups. We have because the team that played, some of the girls that played is not as good as some of the girls who didn't show up that's going to college. I know that. There's some better college girls that didn't show up because maybe them side with the older girls. Them don't want.
No, for those girls, I've gotten a lot of opportunities now.
Yes. So they get the opportunity to show them. So it works both ways. It's good for them, but it's bad for Jamaica. You know what I mean? Because our ranking go down. I mean, we had a lot of currency after the World Cup. And we could have get some big games, you know, and make some money. Go play.
Yeah, we could have.
I think
it's quite unfortunate, but you're going now, Mikey. No, we're going at this present moment. This now is going to showcase to us where the girls' them head is at, and we're going to know now where the issue really lies.
Yeah, I think that from the thing already started from when them fire. What the first coach name again? Blaine. That a bad taste. You know, and the GFF do some wrongs too and make some bad missteps.
No, but you the problem with that now, Mikey. Me and you run an organization, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me give you a perfect example. So me and you run MG Sports. And we have a worker, a workforce, but the media space, the fans, them love the worker, right?
Yeah.
Everybody love the worker. But me and you as CEO, joint CEO, realize the worker do other things other than just what I'm supposed to do. I would say, no man, we can't have this no more. I will fire him. Who do you think I'll get the blame?
The organization.
Exactly. Because the man say, we fool, no, because we fire the best one out of luck.
Yeah.
So this what the reason I say that is this. A lot of times things happen without our knowledge of the inside happening. And we know I go push back to it because we don't have no knowledge of it. So it's very easy for we throw stone and make knives and take out the pitchfork and then sitting there when we don't have knowledge of something. But guess what? Sometimes organization just make some move. Sometimes I wouldn't really know why they do that. When I was a part of the army, I've seen that happen so many times. Sometimes some NCOs leave, some people in a commanding position leave, and I say, no man, them people are really good and them are this and right. And then now, when you go there and find out exactly why they leave, you say, oh my word. But sometimes it just you have to be there. You have to be there to really see what happens sometimes. And and there was a recent occurrence in that. It's just that certain things will come up public, and I do believe within time, certain things will come up public as well.
Yeah, because
Carl Wally said, I don't think that the coach for the girls can take them anywhere. That's a problem. No, remember the coach that is there right now. It's just filling in until they find a permanent coach. Remember now, the girls them always have some really good coaches over the years. Now, one of the issues, one of the issues I realize is that they might find someone who them, but they think is right. Yeah, you have to Mike me now here.
Yeah. I think I'm have the coach. I think I'm already have the person identified, you know. But the person that will come on board until him get the strongest team.
Yeah.
The strongest.
Yeah. So basically, him a wait on the girl, the senior girls them to come back first before him give them a concrete information. Cause you know, I'm ready now, right? So
because when he might come in, he might come with it. He might ready and look and say, well, I have this and now and now. But now go start with what you give me, you know. I start with what me see what over here so. Yeah, so I think them already have the coach identified, whoever it is, but that coach want to play with the
I think so too. I think him a whip on assurance.
Yeah, right. It's just like with Al Grimson, because when Al Grimson come and like JF have a problem with Blake, Al Grimson no, Blake can play for me.
Yeah.
True. With a goalkeeper.
That's a good point. That's a very, very good point. I mean, remember that night, I know.
Eh?
Me remember that night, I know.
Of course. Because him say Blake, can you remember, you know? Al Grimson, I watch many videos of Jamaica team before him take the job, you know. And see this goalie are good, you know. I mean, now start this thing without the goalie.
Yeah.
But him say now start without the captain, which is a political way him do it too. You understand?
Needing captain.
Yeah, but I don't really the captain.
No, but
the goalkeeper him want.
But that's how it is. But because remember saying no, you only need you're gonna need that person who are gonna settle and balance the ship.
Yes.
You're gonna need it.
And Blake really see Al Grimson a whole it because I can't hear that game there.
Yeah, me I tell him.
Love it in the first 10 minutes, eh?
Would have about 4 love on already.
If I keep a 4 love already, come, I tell you that.
That's how crazy it was, man. That's how crazy it was. Big up yourself, Fresh God.
And the same thing, like I just said, the same thing with Al Grimson. When him come and JF have a problem with Blake, his man said, no, Blake, I fuck Blake. No. No. We have a turn. That's a turnover. No. Blake, I play. You understand me?
MG and Mikey.
Yeah.
Let me get back to the game at hand. Thursday, 21st of March, a massive game.
Yeah.
Arguably one of the best opportunities for Jamaica to win a trophy of substance other than the likes of the Caribbean Cup. Would you suggest and agree with the reason, boss, from Rich Bowl Sports, that Jamaica may have, by way of an advantage, more leaders in the squad than their US counterparts? How fair would that be?
Jamaica have about right. All right, let me count the leaders and the Jamaica team presently that is supposed to be in Dallas right now. Blake, Lowe, Reed. Who I'm leaving out? Blake, Lowe, Reed.
Antonio?
No, Nicholson. Blake, Lowe, Reed, Nicholson. Cause I was going to put Bailey not there, so I would say those are the 5 leaders in the team right now. And Johnson, and Daniel Johnson, although he's not playing, I would think Daniel Johnson is one of the leaders. Because those are the most senior players in the team.
Yeah.
And work to an extent.
Oh, Hector.
Well, no, Hector just come back, so I wouldn't put him as a leader.
No, man, once Hector in a team, Hector leader in a team, man.
You think so?
Yes, man.
Hector, right, so,
they are long enough, man. Hector.
If you can put Hector, because Hector is the longest serving player right now.
Yeah.
Because from 2013, I think.
So I think he has the leadership. I think he's a part of the leadership of something, man.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we look at those 6 players, all right? And when Bailey come back, Bailey would be is a leader of the team, and that's what disappoints me about Bailey, because he's a leader of the team. He shouldn't break the curfew. That's really disappointing. You understand me? So that's very and the punishment him get is the punishment that him should get. You know, I don't care if it's the World Cup finals. If you break the rules, brethren, you don't play.
Yeah.
I just saw me see. I don't care if you are Messi or Ronaldo or whoever or Mbappe. If you break the rules, You know, I'm sure if Mbappe break curfew, you won't see him playing for France, even if it was a World Cup final. Anytime a coach don't hold on to him rules, then
Yeah.
there's no.
You lose the dressing room, then we're there.
You lose the dressing room. Man, I say, that man can get with it and me can't get with it. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
Exactly. And me can tell us that knowing how people see it, just people alone, they're going to say it. They're going to do it. How you can get away with that and me can't do it. And then something. As Mr. Silnum, when we realize, so we in Jamaica, we have our favorites, right? The supporters, we have our favorites. Favorites can get away with anything.
Yeah.
But make us somebody where we're not really into, you know. For example, a 2 players break curfew, you know. And the 2 players then get suspended, you know. But only one people talk about.
But listen to this now.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor Stewart. I don't know what was in the film head. Because him just break a team. And you broke curfew for your first call up. That sound right, bro.
First call up? Was he first call up? I don't think I'm first call up, man.
Well, him is a fringe player then. Let's put it that way then.
Yeah, as a fringe player. I use the term there. As a fringe player.
A fringe player.
Watch I become a first team regular.
Right.
He mash up himself.
Because he may not get called back again.
Well, the last time I heard Trevante was in the Reggae Boys team. And,
alright, so you were going to Jason Goodall said Trevante wasn't in the 60-man squad, so we were not expecting him as well. No, let me tell you the reason why Bailey was in the 60-man squad. Bailey was in the 60-man squad just so that they not create no issues from early out.
Exactly.
That's the whole point.
Bailey wasn't going to be in the 23-man squad, but if they never put him in the 60-man squad.
If they never play him, you can't tell you. Just imagine the coach knowing say nah go have in a 60-man squad. I say no, me nah go have in a 60-man squad as well. From February that you know, the some submit you know.
Yeah.
Just imagine the amount of discussion from February until now.
And I appreciate Bailey by that. Bailey, him know him not playing from maybe the Canada game. Him not say nothing. Exactly.
He only won.
And Craig not say nothing either.
A joke can make. Craig defend it. Craig said nothing wrong with Bailey. Bailey not nothing wrong.
No, but that's not. But Craig know that Bailey wasn't going to play from maybe the Canada game too.
Yeah, I know.
But him about it.
Bailey tell him he know.
Of course him know. So him not the manager. So him not must
No,
know.
but let me tell you when though. Let me tell you what Craig say. Craig say, and this is for take face off fight. Bailey done with the national team. That's what he said.
What, Bailey what?
Say Bailey done with the national team. That him say. That's what he said.
Bailey done with the national team. Why?
That he must say that because he knows say Bailey not going in this squad. So he said that because he might try, cushion somebody the how we can put it now? In kind of take off some of the blow from early.
The fallout.
Yeah, he might take off some of the blow from early.
Well, you see,
so he want to look like that. J for was the problem.
Well, you see, Craig is his manager, so that's what his manager job is to do.
Yes,
make
something like that.
So that's why.
But even as manager, when your players or your agents or your clients go wrong, you can accept it. Say say I'm wrong though.
Well, yeah, if him break the, but you see, what people must understand. I'm not taking up for Bailey here, people. I'm just saying Bailey's in England. Him not come to Jamaica. I don't. First of all, I don't know where him break the curfew. That's the first of all. I don't know where him break the curfew. I feel maybe it's in Jamaica him did it more likely than Canada. Mm-hmm. And when you're there work so long, months, and you come home, you want to see your family. You want to see, you want to go dance, shake your leg and all them thing there.
Mm-hmm.
But the day before the game, I don't think that's. I think if it's the day before the game, him do it. I'm thinking it's the day before the game, maybe. Or I don't know. Him shouldn't really break the curfew.
Mm-hmm.
As I see, that is just my take. But the punishment fit the crime, so it does.
No, what the issue is that he has accepted that this is the situation. This is what I'm going. This is the punishment, and he move on. Simple.
Right, and him never. I sure him know from after the Canada game when that was. But last year that was right.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, him know from last year. Say he wasn't going to be in this window. So, and him not say nothing about it, and him just cool. He must leave it alone. You know, that is good. We team next World Cup qualification.
Yeah.
Next qualification we'll see him. And he'll come back good. Another problem. It's just a life coverage. Everybody.
Everybody have anything to say, no? Yeah.
Yeah. And,
So-
yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, Mike. How much do you know about the American team? Then you've pointed to 5 or 6 leaders in the Jamaican team, not necessarily all playing in the first 11. But America, do you think they've got as many or less? I think we've got a little bit of an advantage.
No, I think the American team leaders are maybe the goalkeeper, Tim Ream, Musa, McKenna. What the guys just Chelsea name again? You know me at that. What name again?
Oh, Pulisic.
Pulisic, yeah. And them have a couple leaders in them team. Because I remember, them have a core of players that them always having.
Yeah, man, them have a core. Them have a strong core.
Them have a core of players. It's only like 5 or 6 players change sometimes, It's the 17 basically, The same 15 to, 14 to 17 players there all the time. Jamaica have a core too, right? But, we have to change maybe about 4 or 5, not even 4 or 5 players. We have our core too.
Yeah.
But
We have our own core.
Oh yes, and I leave out one leader, Pinnock. Pinnock is a leader on the team. Well, him not at this game.
Well, in didn't know.
Him not didn't know. Pinnock is one.
In some sense, when I said Daniel Johnson one leader.
Yeah, I did mention Daniel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Bobby Reed.
Yeah. I think
right.
we have a core set of players. I think me personally, I think we're on a fairly decent position.
Let me tell you what I'm disappointed about. You see, when Bertalta was week before last, when I look on the Jamaica team, him know that Nicholson not playing, and him know that Gray not playing, and Bailey give me a headache. And when last week Thursday when the team dropped him just smiled to himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but here what the problem now. Do you know, sir? Sometimes in life, especially where football is concerned, when you think things are gonna be easy, that's when they tend to be the hardest.
Listen, I think when it starts, I think CFAS must start. Because he doesn't know much about CFAS, because he's fast like a rocket.
I think they know about him, man.
Eh?
I think them are gonna know, but they must have got to do them research, man. They can't.
Yeah. But they never play against him yet. That's the thing. You see,
true. Problem C, but they never experience it.
Right. So I think that if CFAS start, right, I think him could give them some headache,
Yeah, that's true.
That him tricky, but knowing the coach, I don't think the coach going to start CFAS.
I think what one realize with Al Grimson is, you see the players them where him
know.
I'm confident, him normally keep them. Things have to get drastic if you see him make a major change. Just like when we play against Canada, when he realized the boy would look one love down,
Yeah.
And with 3-1 down per aggregate, have to do something.
Right.
And it make the difference. But maybe that is what he learned from, and probably he start to make some drastic changes and something. So maybe we might see something different.
Listen, I think if him could have go bold, like if him go bold, that's what I say. This is my team. My team, my bold team. Lembakisa, Deshaun Bernard, Lowe, Lay. Anderson, Casey Palmer, Bobby Reed, Lowe, Anthony Cephas. That's my team. Understand? The reason why I would put in the young boy is because the US have a very swift midfield. Them man, they've moved, and I don't think Latte can keep up with them. That is the only thing. If you go play him, you have to go play him a right back. If you want to play him, if you want to start him, they drop Lembakis and you play him at right back. Yeah, that's the only way we see him on that. Because I think they must give the young guy Anderson a chance. And just give him a run. I mean, it's a big game to put him into, but see, you have to start somewhere, brethren.
No, the thing is, he's been playing consistent still now, Anderson.
Yeah.
And the mere fact him play consistent, I like that. Hey, him have that level of maturity, Even though League One, you know, but I'm young, I have whole room for improvement. I think we can play with. I think we can chance it with him.
This is what I say. It was 55-45 that the US was going to win. Before Bowser gets suspended, before Gray gets suspended, and before Bailey gets suspended, right?
Mm-hmm.
And before Pinnock got injured, and before Amari Bale gets injured. Because that's half of the team gone in.
Half.
Because we not at the goal without the goalkeeper. Because the goalkeeper is there the goal. Half of the playing outfield start gone. So now you'd say with 5 players gone.
Hey, if we beat America with this side, you know.
30% chance of winning the game now.
If we beat America with this side, then can't talk. Then they're supposed to talk to you again.
No, that's why. But you know something? When you have a team that feel that a team think them have no chance. You know that team
back against the wall.
No, when a team feels so confident that America come out so confident because you remember Jamaica have missed 5 stars. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
Come out so confident that them just feel says a walkover. That's when they may get surprised.
Yeah, me think so too.
You understand me?
Cause some preview me I watch.
Listen, a man kicked down either one of the forward them in the area, and we get a penalty or a free kick outside the box and score. Mm-hmm. I remember when we beat them in the Gold Cup semi-finals, you know. You remember say that the goalkeeper step out of the area and forget the forward name.
But not even never forgot so far. Remember so what they won't play in that Gold Cup what year.
But that was a B team though.
Yeah, me know. No, hear what I think about it now. You see, anytime our next team feel them B team, we always as fans quick to say a B team. No. When Jamaica feel them B team, you know, we not say that, you know. We say we get beat up.
A B team. This is a B team.
Me know a B team. But he will remain the same. The concept and how them play will remain the same, you know. I just higher quality, you know. Yeah, just as the Beralta play, that's how him play, that's a film system.
Yeah.
Alright, for example, let me give you a good idea. When we watch the local team play, the local Reggae Boy squad play, they play very similar to the senior Reggae Boy team, you know. It's just less quality.
Yes.
It's just less quality. So what we see from that B team there in a Gold Cup, same brand of football we're going to see. Just at a higher quality. Because the better players are coming.
Yeah, but you play the same way all the time.
And we should have flagged them.
Listen, the wing back them going to always be up the field, so you can always beat them on the counter. Them always up the field. So if you pick up the ball and look up and to me, I feel that the 2 wingers must stay. Shouldn't come back and play. Well, help slightly in the defense, but more. Do you want to beat them on the counter? Because they when them attack you, you know, the wing back them in the offense, them down there you're 18, you know. So you can get a 3-2 breakaway at any time in that game against the US, because that's how them play. Them attack down the wings, them use them wing back to square the ball. If you check out the US team, them wing back square the ball them most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can get behind them, that's how you beat them.
Oh well, that's how me think that CFAS are gonna be very, very valuable.
Exactly. But I don't think the coach gonna start CFAS. He might go more like him start Coreyburg, somebody who know.
Poor, a lot of poor and running.
Yeah, but when Coreyburg run, just a run. Him not run. To me, him just running.
All right.
That is just me. I know you have Coreyburg financing, but that is just me. You understand me?
Yo, go on.
Coreyburg running, but him just a run. You understand?
James, me not go no further. We got 2 hours now with there, so.
But me just come. So you're gone already, bro. Jim just coming from work. I just see that like a Jamaica, you know.
Yeah, true. I mean, no, you think the thing is, you know, so I'm not 10 for the long live stream.
Okay, but anyway, tell me where you think the score going to be?
Eh?
Your honest feeling, where you think the score going? Honest feeling.
My heart. Alright, you're going. My head.
You want to make
My head as a 2-1 USA. My head.
Yeah.
As a 2-1 USA. But my heart as a 2-1 Jamaica.
All right. Well, Like I tell you before, Jamaica have 35% chance of winning this game.
35% chance?
Yeah, because we're losing 5 players.
That's more than enough. That's more than enough, man.
That's
Black
what
River
get.
said
Word.
1 US. Remember
So
saying in life, you know, you only want 1% chance if you do something in the world, no? I make an impact, you know.
So if the game is 0-0 at 60 minutes mark, the US will be under tremendous pressure. Then Jamaica will win the game.
All right, you go on. The longer the game stay close,
0-0.
yeah, the more pressure USA are going to face.
Exactly. So Jamaica will win the game. If the US score early or score in the
we
first
might have
half,
some problem.
we have some problem.
Yeah.
The first thing we have to do, USA can't score in the first 15 minutes of the game. That's the first thing we have to do. Shut them out to the first. They might come at us in the first 15 minutes. They might fly. Right? I don't even remember the game. It was a Gold Cup game where the US are fly and the rain start fall. And when Jamaica come back, they take over the game. Remember that game there?
Which game that? I don't remember.
A couple years ago, man, it was US are killed with peer pressure. And then the rain come down, lightning storm, and never come off of the field for about 15 minutes or about an hour. And when
You know, I'm supposed to know which game you attack.
Yeah, my
No, you should. I know the Mexico game you talk.
I know Mexico, man.
US game.
US, Jamaica, US. At Jamaica that play.
Right. I think it's about maybe
One and Leon Daly best game that.
with pure rain and the lightning and US are kill with. You understand?
I'll come up and turn with pressure upon them.
Yeah, they will come and put the pressure upon them. Right? So, knowing in Texas how these storms can pass through.
I'm 2019 Gold Cup.
Okay, there you go. That's we don't lose again, though, right? Semi-finals, that, right? Or the finals, that. The finals, that.
I think I want to be the best performance that.
Yeah. So you remember the game? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So I went tell you right now, my heart want Jamaica win, but I feel the US won't take this one. But I want Jamaica to win, but I think the US, the odds are against us.
Me I go with my heart.
So that's a 2-1 US, but I love Jamaica win 2-1 still.
Me say me I go with my heart, me dash your feelings. Me dash I'm cognitive thinking. Me dash all of the logical thinking now.
Yeah.
Feelings me I go with.
Feelings, yeah. So Richard, what is your score, sir? Don't bother with on the fence, no, Richard. Because he's a fence man, he's a fence specialist, you know. Yes.
Diplomat. Look.
Yeah. No, fence specialist. You build no fence in England.
You're dancing on the head of a pin. Hear what? God knows, when I heard Demarai Gray and Boza and then Ethan Pinnock were going to be missing from this game, immediately I said, that's going to be a major hurdle and a setback for the Reggae Boys' chances of defeating the United States of America. That, however, from listening to USA content, I must say it's been balanced up to a degree. To a degree. Well, I'm hearing the likes of Gio Reyna, who's had a shocking lone move. The likes of Tim Ware, the likes of Ricardo Pepe, not in prime form. Far from it, in fact. On that basis, I must say that has improved my levels of optimism for the Reggae Boys. However, because America are at the AT&T Stadium in America, semi-finals, they know that they're expected to win the game. They want to win the game. If they know what time it is, they'll know that Jamaica will not just lay down. Jamaica, small but Talawa, and they are one of the upcoming powers in the CONCACAF region. So I don't think they're going to take things lightly. However, I think this is almost a 50-50 call, but I give this slight advantage to the USA. This, if Jamaica win this game, I put this quite possibly ahead of the Canadian victory.
No, definitely.
It will go ahead.
It will be.
So that's the kind of levels we're talking about. So, dreams can come true. 35% is more than enough for Jamaica to get the job done. But again, because there's no Boza, because there's no Demarai Gray who hit the ground running for the Reggae Boys, those are two absolutely key components to the clinical cutting edge
Agree.
that Reggae Boys have proved successful in games such as that against Canada. Now, can a Cephas, can a Jamal Lowe, can a Mikel Antonio
Step up to
fill those boots? We're not even talking about Leon Bailey yet. Can they fill those boots? That's why my appetite is whetted, and I can't wait to see if they can fill those boots. They are big boots to fill, I'll tell you that much.
You know, I like to say something here. You know, it's funny with the Leon Bailey and Damara Gray thing. Leon Bailey is more highly rated in the Premiership than Damara Gray ever has been.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to perform for Jamaica,
Damara Gray
is more highly rated than Leon Bailey. And I'm not going to tell you who's better. Both players are good, very good players. So I'm not going to say who's the better one. But Jamaica is lose a lot without both of them being there. I mean, you know, there's a big gap to fill. I don't think Cephas. Well, I hope Cephas can fill it and Jamal though. You know what I mean? I just hope that. You know, Mikel Antonio going to do him thing.
The thing is, Mikel Antonio just score some goals, so I kind of aware for that because him goal scoring boost not really hard from what day.
Yeah, well, I know that, but I think that him is a bully. You know what I mean? He's a bully, so he may, Mikel Antonio score one of the best goals I see for Jamaica in the last.
Yeah, man.
That goal they scored
Against USA.
Wonder strike.
Well, me could see if he can use.
Well, Bowser goal was good too, you know. Bowser one that him scored the one love we getting the Bob Marley a couple of years ago. This practice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That was which one I think better? Mikel Antonio or Bowser one?
I'm going Mikel.
Which one Bowser did score for him? I know Jamaica the match I play.
No, it's for US.
Mikel one playing in Jamaica?
Yes.
Me I go with Mikel one. Me I go the one to play yard.
But that a two killer goal in a region.
Yeah, man.
But I think Mikel one was from a further distance, and it. Boy, I mean, I tell you, but both of them good. Both of them up in the 90 percentiles.
Quality goal.
One the goal them man. Yeah, and all right, I'm gonna put that next goal in. Bobby Reed goal against Mexico.
Woo!
I was about to say there's levels to this thing called football, you know. Bobby Reed, very humble, very low profile, but that game and that goal against Mexico simply showed on that moment that Bobby Reed is solid for Fulham and for Jamaica.
I think that was the best one out of the three. Bobby Reed was the best one out of the three of them.
Magnificent strike. Mikel's was an outstanding strike, but Bobby Reed's, I'd still probably give the edge because I think Bobby's was almost instinctual. Mikel Antonio's, he worked it and then he let go that strike. I mean, and he hit it. He could have hit it any better. The keeper was left floundering.
Both the work team want to go two chop the brother, you know. Go on, chop the brother and chop him back on Ken on the right foot tonight. Huh?
Yeah, man.
There's three fantastic goals we're talking about. Three fantastic goals.
I try to think of our next one. I try to think of our next goal. I think I try when you on the low score 1-2 from about half line, a free kick. This who we score against Guatemala at a stadium. You remember that one that got MG?
Which one?
On the low, man. Years ago, man, they score a free kick from about half line.
And a half line, man. I want a hard and low and drive it. And a half line, but about 40 yards out though.
Yes, and a half line that man.
You little bit below the half line circle. You drive it hard and low.
Yes, man. That was
but long years ago, that man. Years ago.
Yeah, no, but like, people not gonna remember that one. But that one they're sticking on my head too. But me I say, but the most recent time, them three goals are the three best me see.
Mm-hmm.
I'd add Mikel Antonio's goal against El Salvador.
Well, that is the dribble on the field and score that one. But we talk about some cannon. We talk about cannon.
You know,
right. Cannon, yeah, talk about.
Cannon, they got some cannon, some bullets.
One shot. Hey, what? Listen, I'm in London, England, and watch the ride. Brazil, the Seleção are taking on England. England, who some people say no good. Let me tell you, you better all on pull up. England, Phil Foden, Jude Bellingham, Bukayo Saka, Declan Rice. Need I go on? England, trust me, them good. Brazil, going through a rough period. Vinny Jr., one of the best players in the world for Real Madrid. When he puts on the Brazilian shirt, it sometimes is a different matter. We're talking about levels to the game. Sometimes some players shine at club level
Well,
That
Richard,
is
and don't shine in international. Vinny
know
Jr.
why?
is one of those cases. Rafinha for Barcelona shines. Sean for Leeds, play for Brazil. He's like,
Yeah,
I
but-
need
but-
Bambi steps. I need help. This is
Before-
why Damari Gray gets big respect. Damari Gray literally hit the ground running, knew
as
what
a
was
reach.
expected of him, and just does the business, keeps it simple, gets the job done, and he is so effective. And that's why I think he's going to be a big loss. I'm hoping and praying that if a CFAS gets an opportunity to shine and play in the game, he can do something simple but effective. Run, dribble, pass at the due time. Don't think he can do it all by himself. But we shall see. He may not even get a chance to do that. But there's levels to this game, and international is different from club
Totally. Look at Liam
football.
Bailey. Liam Bailey is a perfect example. Now. We can count on it with 2 hands them the amount of top game Liam Bailey give us. But once you see for Aston Villa, totally different player. Totally different player.
Although military must tell you this, over the last 3-4 games, Liam Bailey game has stepped up for Jamaica. You have to give him that. It has stepped up. Because I think before him think he might do everything. Now since the Margaret land, if the pressure is off of him now, him don't have to try and do everything. So I think the Margaret helping the Margaret and the Margaret helping him.
Yeah.
Liam-
No, the thing is, he has had okay games, but remember, what we are talking about expectations, you know. The expectations of Liam Bailey is totally different from an okay game. For example, what we see him do in Europe for Aston Villa, that's the expectations we have for him from Jamaica. Because if Liam Bailey play against the players in Europe at that level, playing like that in the Premier League, I don't see why going up against Mexico and USA he can't do the same, because most of the players that want to play for these teams are of similar level, are sometimes lower. Because look Liam Bailey versus Man City. And Man City players them are play at the best of the best. At every position.
Yeah, but
going up against Arsenal,
But you must remember, you know, he must train with Aston Villa every day and train Jamaica once every 4 months.
Yeah, me know, but certain things don't change.
Aston Villa player know where he want the ball. Him know and know where to get. Jamaican player after the players him don't play. You see Jamaica's practice every day like Aston Villa. You see a different Liam Bailey. Some people adapt quicker than some. You understand me?
I agree. But
You know-
but ask yourself the question.
All right.
Hold on. Ask yourself the question. How many players in this team right now
Yeah.
that Liam Bailey is playing with that he hasn't had over 10 games with?
Not many, if any. Not many.
So maybe if we run through his squad, So we have to go to the newly added players them, like maybe Ethan Pinnock. And probably have more. He more than likely have more than 10 games with Ethan Pinnock.
Yeah, more than likely, yes. Damian Lowe more.
Wally for
Deshaun
Damian Lowe, Wally for Blake.
Deshaun Bernard maybe a little less. Maybe not reach
Yeah,
10.
maybe less than Deshaun Bernard.
And Lembe Kisa less.
Yeah, let me kiss her less.
10. Lembe Kisa. But they miss with just about 10.
No, but we have seen teams out there where Liam Bailey are part of, where we have Taxi, Javier Brown and Brown and these guys, and like him play over 40 games, not so much, but over 15 games they have played in national level with these guys. But we still don't see that type of performance. No, as I said, the level is what matter. What I'm saying is, the things that we see him do, pick up the ball on the edge of 18 and box in the top corner. We have seen him pick up the ball at the edge of 18 enough time for we. And he uptake for one dribble, I want beat a man. Some of us sure say him do different things at different places.
He must take on too much responsibility on his playing for Jamaica in the
That
beginning.
probably that's the case.
But now that the Margaret is here with him and him have somebody on the other side.
He's some pressure off his shoulder.
Exactly.
That's how we start some more alright game with him now.
Yeah.
So maybe the alright game they're gonna turn to better performances, and then they'll turn to the excellent performances.
And I felt that this US game here, although I'm upset with the Margaret, I don't want to leave him out of it, because the second yellow card them get not really called for
Unnecessary.
If no same enough to come back on the field and the ref call him on the field.
Unnecessary.
I will call him back on the field.
And him go up on the field back and still ref not call him, man.
You sure you don't call him? You sure ref not call him back on the field?
So why think about the yellow card?
No, that is the thing, you know.
I think it's because he walked back on the field, the ref called him back on the field.
But no, what I'm saying is, not the ref call him back on the field, right?
No, I don't think the ref called him back on the field. I think him walk on the field.
So you really feel like a player who played so much football at such a high level of football, who do it over and over, and just walk back on the field, so?
What? So then why? I was because he kick out the ball when I get the yellow card.
You know,
So
strong.
they-
You know me. Look, I thought at the time it was the lines, the assistant who would give the indication to go up on the field.
No. And the ref have to give you the assistant cannot give indication.
Yeah, man. Of course, the assistant can tell you.
No, but the ref, I think the ref alone can call you back on the field. Right?
No, man. The assistant can make you go back on the field, man.
Then why? So him get a yellow card because he kick out the ball. Then that's why the yellow card.
Yeah,
Because
no, because they said because the ref stop the game.
but that wasn't necessary to kick out
No,
the ball.
he
either.
kick the ball. No, him wrong for that. Me agree, him wrong for that.
So if he get a yellow card for kicking with the ball, then that's a stupid yellow card still.
A very stupid one.
And the bounce the yellow card when running the goalkeeper was accidental, you know. It wasn't paying attention to him at all. I'm just running the goalkeeper accident.
I never realized how easy it is for we receive yellow card. No, you ever
Well,
realize?
But I mean, I tell you, them two yellow card, Bowes and DeMarge yellow card, never call for Bridget. Never call.
In a same game too. Mash you up, man. In the same game at that.
Yes, man. You know, it never call for at all. You know what I mean?
But MG, Mikey B, you've hit on something maybe inadvertently. I'm gonna put it to you. I'm gonna put it to the viewers and subscribers to MG Sports. Reason Boss has to ask this question. Watch out. Do you think that Leon Bailey has experienced a Reggae Boys environment, a culture, atmosphere, whether from social media, whether from the camp itself, which is not, simply put, as professional, as tightly run, where rules are rules compared to club? Here at Aston Villa in England, he knows that when Unai Emery gives him instructions pre-game, during training, with the John McGinns, with the Ollie Watkins, him can ramp.
But
If he goes on the pitch and he's not doing his defensive duties, if on offense he's not running, giving the ball simply at the right time, if he's not thinking about his game and making sure he's giving his colleagues the best opportunity to score, unless he feels he's got a better opportunity to score, he will be unceremoniously, professionally, clinically and coldly taken off the pitch for the good of the team, and he can't say D, him can't say no. But for Jamaica, there are fans in the Jamaican fandom and maybe even in social media who would cast aspersions on this, for example, suspension. Why would Coach Jaime in his right mind take a decision to suspend Leon Bailey for a game such as this? Why not wait until a dibby game? I've heard it said. Levels of professionalism. Speak, my brothers. Speak.
But they say Jaime is a top class coach. He's not a dibby coach. Because I hear a coach. I see a coach make a statement in one of the local papers that this is a bad time to suspend Bailey. Now you see the coach couldn't coach a national team for me again. I'm not calling a name, but I sure MG know which coach me at all.
Yeah, man. Donovan Dookie.
He can't be no way. So you know the theme team. If them star ball up on theme team.
Oh God.
You know him not benching him could have.
Yeah, he can do anything if he like.
And you can't go him could push a team for me. You
No.
understand? Listen, losing the semi-finals may cause us to reach the World Cup because of this disciplinary action.
Speak, Mikey. Go ahead, sir. I hear you.
So therefore, if the coach never did this, just imagine him wouldn't have a changing room to manage.
Yeah.
So therefore, this disciplinary action here may be a blessing in disguise. Because we love to win the Nation League, you know. But the goal is to get to the World Cup and keep it.
Win the Nation League at what cost?
Exactly. You all right, you win the Nation League but lose your dressing room. the coach either quit because him can't control the player them anymore.
Fun fact. For people
Yeah.
who don't know, coaches lose them job 90% of the time is when they lose in dressing room.
I want to tell you a story.
Performance alone don't make coach lose their job. 90% of the time, I when they lose the dressing room.
Yeah, years ago, my team Medieval played in a minor league final. And there's a goalkeeper that used to keep a Boys Town was Medieval goalkeeper. Under 17 goalkeeper. And him decides the backup goalkeeper was a shopkeeper. Well, he wasn't really a goalkeeper. He just dead upon the team because he was the backup. And the man not come to practice. The man think my big shot. And the coach bench him. The finals will lose 4-0. Because the other guy can't hold. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
The principle. You cannot be indisciplined. Because when you make him get away with it, then everybody want to do the same thing.
Yeah.
You understand? And Craig know that we under medium we had David Hunt. Craig grew up under that system. And it's pure discipline. I see David Hunt run with his brother. His own brother after the football team. Yeah, that's suspend his own brother after the team. We have to go vote to bring him back on the team.
Mm-hmm.
That's how David Hunt was. His own brother. Younger brother.
In my view, yeah, go on, talk, Mikey.
Yeah, him run him off at the time, said, no, you finish. You know, him done with the team. You know, we on the team had to vote for bringing him back on the team. Coach never wanted, him brother never wanted him on the team and told him live in the same house.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe sleep in the same room too. You understand? So, that and his brother at that time was a star at KC, star midfielder for KC Manning Cup team.
Mm-hmm.
That's how a coach. That's how a coach is. Him don't care who you are. That's how me grew up. Discipline. So Craig know that too. Craig played for Medieval. You understand? So Craig know that too.
In my view.
Yeah, and I sure Craig,
Mm-hmm.
if Craig had Whisper played in a tournament and Craig reached the finals and Whisper break the rules, I think Craig would have bench Whisper too. That's what I think.
Alright, so what if just so if we listen to what Al Grimson said.
Yeah.
Al Grimson said that specifically so what him said.
Yeah.
In an interview. He said that one of the main rule or the number one rule is don't leave camp after 10.
Yeah.
Do not leave the hotel after 10. And that could be Al Grimson's way of testing the players them to see which player really believe in what he's doing, really trust in him, and trust in the vision that he has.
I think Bailey trusts in the vision and believe in the coach. But
But what I'm saying now, this just I look on it from this is from the coach's perspective.
Okay.
So even the players see and believe in it. If this is the coach, so for example, Mikey, what if we say, you're going, come and work 8 o'clock every morning, even though work start 10. And me tell you to come and work 8 o'clock because I want to see your reaction. I want to see how much you want the work, how much you interested in it. And me say, come and work 8 o'clock. And for 1 week you do it, then I stop do it. Me the intent say you are going. Me I say my intent is in my head, you know, because me the one who set the borderline, right? Me set the order. And in my head, me I go run it for 3 weeks. After 3 weeks, me I give freedom to come and work when I feel like. But me want to see if me can keep you under one strict regiment before. And after 1 week, Mikey, you just say, you know what? I want 10 o'clock before work start. I start the one thing. And I test, you know. And I test, you. So what that means, you fail the test. Fail the test, you know. Even though in your head you say, but work just started. So me not do nothing wrong. Work not start yet. You in your head, you don't do nothing wrong. But to me, who's the one testing you, you do everything wrong what me telling you to do. The one something you do is where you get wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So that me I look on.
Respect.
So me see it.
Respect.
So
Respect
you have
indeed.
to good. So the coach probably look and say, boy, one if I respect the players and I respect me. Because if me tell you say, don't do this, I may could do this right there. And you can't stand by them commitment there. What gonna happen?
And I think that's one of the reasons why at the press conference, Coach Jaime clearly stated that Bailey understood that he'd done wrong, broken the curfew, arrived the next morning, missed the coach. I mean that's a lock stock, slam dunk of a situation. And Leon said apparently he took it on the chin and said he accepted the decision without question or hesitation. Go ahead.
Imagine if that was Aston Villa when miss even the training bus.
Well, you see, you must remember, also, that playing for your club is your main work.
Mm-hmm.
If Jamaica is your part-time job.
Yeah, but you have to respect it same.
I know you have to respect it though. It's like a man have two work. You work at DNG and you work at somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
NBC or somewhere. See whatever NBC or Scotiabank. But your main job is DNG.
Mm-hmm.
But your part-time job is at Scotiabank. Mm-hmm. So you would more take a chance with your part-time job than with your full-time job. That's what I would do.
Yeah. That's a good way to look at it. If you're going to take the chance, it's the best place to take a chance.
There's levels to this thing, though. With all due respect, why do you think that the World Cup is the ultimate for most footballers? Why do you think that England team is still begging to try to win another World Cup? Why do you think that Brazil leave it on the line when it comes to representing Argentina? Leave it on the line when the club says you can't. We don't really encourage you to go and represent your country. And Martinez, yes, your turn there. Gone, your turn there.
Yeah, man, Africa, man. No, because these countries culturally, the World Cup means everything to the countries, No, the club football is okay now, but the World Cup is what these countries culturally praises.
So what does it mean to play for Jamaica? What does it mean to play for Jamaica? I'm asking because Leon Bailey, there's times I've seen him as a bit of an enigma since I've been following the Reggae Boys. I've wondered, how does Leon Bailey, this big quality, technically gifted baller, how does he look so kind of ill at ease in and out of a game for Jamaica? I think in part, as you've touched on already, I think sometimes has thought, I'm a big baller. These guys who I'm up against defenders-wise midfield, I can take them on. These aren't players that would even get into the Premier League in any club at all. So I can try and get past 3 or 4 of them in one go. But these guys are on their A game because they're representing the country in the CONCACAF region, and they are hell bent on producing their best and taking on a Leon Bailey to say, no, you can't do this. And the other thing is, you're quite right. I think that because the standard of players in the Reggae Boys has been going up and up, Leon Bailey does not need to feel he has to do everything on his own. Mm-hmm. But the spotlight will fall on him even more so because he now is getting into a position where he should be able to bring his maturity and his experience to the fore. Maturity. How important is Reggae Boys football to the players and the country? How important is representing your country as opposed to representing your club?
You use the right term right there. So maturity. He should be one of the leaders in the team, right?
He's a leader in the team.
He's the leader in the team.
One of the leaders.
And if as a coach, you look upon one of the leaders them and say, you are going, gentlemen, wanting to start this out. Just imagine if for him the same night, Al Grimson look upon and say, go and tell the guys them say, you are going, lockdown at 10 o'clock tonight. And then go do it. And then take himself after.
Oh God.
I think Al Grimson 10 o'clock curfew to everybody, and everybody was there when him said him now get no team, nobody in the team, but deliver the message.
But that's what I still. Paul Moore said the man glad for no play all in the attack. You know, man, you don't think so.
No,
Don't, me can't tell that. You're just a thing that Portmore boys.
everybody love play for them country. Everybody love play for.
You think the man just want to sit down? You think I watch him it on TV? The man want to do that. No football in this world can the national team play. I don't want to do that.
Any sportsman who play who represent them country, even if it's jacks, they want to play.
Yeah, man. They want to play, man. You know, me give a find out about athletes. They want to be involved in every single game.
Let me tell you something. You see the man on the bench, every man them want to play, because they want to play. But you understand me?
Mm-hmm.
When you're up on the bench, you know, you are edge. You just want the coach call your name, you know.
Yeah, man. All right, so me and man, when me just play Dakar Cup, right?
Yeah.
And Sole McCullough was the starting striker, you know. Can't get a game because of him, you know.
Yeah.
Every time, this might sound funny still. I'm a virgin, no, but every time it's like he get one little knock. Me and the coach, me I look on the coach head back fin turn and I look on. Every time he get a small little nigga, me I look on the coach head back and come once in turn and I look on me, you know. Yes, yeah, you see football. You see athletes are highly competitive. Right. It's their nature.
Look at this now. My best friend, well, me and him grew up together from we about 3. Him at the starting goalkeeper and me at the backup. You understand me? I'm a virgin, you know. But it's when him a keep virgin. Because him a keep for Meadowbrook them time there, me they even keep for the Calabar. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
So, me want to play, but him at the goalie. You understand me? And you know, so them not sub goalkeeper.
Yeah.
So,
yo, and the worst thing that's in Mikey. Because you're afraid, you know. You want them to good, but you want to play too.
unless him get injured. I mean, my brethren get injured. That's the only way I can play.
Me I tell him, man, rough position that for being a man. Let me tell him, Mikey, me end up start play.
Yeah.
Me start training so hard. Say coach said blow us and scared. Me have to give him a chance. Say coach just put him on the wing. Because me have to kill myself not training too hard me a train. Yeah. The coach say no, put him on the wing, yeah, man. That's how I start play.
Everybody on the bench, you see on the bench, any football team or any team want to start, want to play. Even if them know them not good enough.
You want to play.
Because listen, I coach basketball, 10 on the basketball here, and I have some kids that them can't catch the ball and them can't dribble, but boss, that them body the most, coach. Put me in, coach. Because you know basketball is endless changes. I'm gonna say, yeah, all right, yeah, we'll put in, but it's really the fourth quarter them going in. Whether we lose by big or win by big, that's when them going.
Oh. Man of all said MJ Antonio no reach it. Dwight Spence bring up one good point. The issues are players that come across the Atlantic with like 40 to 72 hours with their family and partners, but the FIFA window is not long enough due to the travel time from and to Jamaica. That is true. That is true. Alright, so here we go now. Let me show you how it's set up. So like Bailey in the squad now, right? You see, if Bailey come to Jamaica today, if he reach Jamaica today, first 2 days him probably go MJ himself a little bit and go chill a little bit. But you see, closer I get to the match, I more start feel sick. The closer I get to the game when I'm supposed to play, I more start feel bad. Because I must say, bounty killer star. Worst case scenario, the match I play, and somebody are playing in your position, and them not play well, and your team will lose. You're mad. It's something, it take a toll upon you.
No, you know the worst thing is, a man a play, and you know you're better than him, and you can't get no game.
Yeah, no, they're not in the hat. They're not in the reach me when I play community league. One wing of the day, me I tell us, the thing is still him can't score a goal, but me fast on him and me fitter than him, but the boy can't score a goal. So he have it over me. So coach I bench me backside, you see. and give me some 20 and 15 minutes.
Everybody's a Liam Bailey don't want to be in Dallas tomorrow, Thursday. Them don't know what I'm talking about.
Eh?
Anybody who's a Liam Bailey didn't want to be in Dallas come Thursday. Don't know what I'm talking about.
More than likely somebody will watch football but don't really understand how footballers think and operate. See, poor mobile is a man spend time with his family and who man.
Jamaica and the USA picked 23-man squad and Mexico and Panama. And out of that 23, maybe only 16 is going to play in the first game. So therefore, 7 players won't come off of the bench.
Mm-hmm.
I have 5 subs. That's why I said 16. And you see them 7. You see them 7 that play. You see the next game, whether it's the third place game or the finals. They must say, boy, coach. They must say, they might, boy, try to beg the coach for a run. you can't ask the coach, you know. You don't keep your mouth shut. yeah.
Do I? Why am I say Romario Williams?
Eh?
So what else somebody say Romario Williams? What about Romario?
Wasn't he? Has he been drafted in?
Yeah,
Yes,
man. Yeah, because for Bailey Cadamatari.
Yeah, I'm replacing.
Oh, Jermaine Hobbs. Okay. Yeah. Romario Williams replaced him, Jermaine.
Yeah. So.
Drafting today.
Yeah. So everybody must know, say every player that want to represent them country, and if you're on the 23, you want to start. Everybody.
All players want to play every single minute, man. Oh, you think? What you think? You think Messi? You think Argentina couldn't play? Messi not did it right now. And Messi have all right to go and go sit down and relax. The man they want to play.
What do you mean?
It's a sickness. Football. Let me tell you people, football is a sickness. It is a sickness. That's the reason why
you know, it's the people like Damian Lowe, Blake, who else know? Who wants to know? Bobby Reed. Man who play against the US for a long time. I want bust a mass in a real competitive game. Them dying for playing. You understand me?
Yeah, man. Especially against a team when. Hey, let me tell you why. If you know you don't want to play the game at all. Remember saying that show a penalty, you know. You want to make up back for that, you know.
Which penalty you miss? Oh, in the 1-1.
The 1-1.
The 1-1 game.
And then the Missy follow through.
Yes.
Then not getting a redemption.
Yeah, but
No redemption, son.
I remember that. Yeah. I
You are going to Jenks. I have to go here now. No. I know say
Movements. Movements.
Yeah. Reasoning boss. I know say all over for your place now, you know. Blessings here, massive respect. Mikey.
People.
Thank you for having us on. Thank you for having on Reason Boss from Rich Post Sports.
Yeah, big
give
up
a strength to Rich Post Sports and give a strength to, of course, MG Sports. And again, we're looking forward and wishing the very best for Coach Jaime Grimson and the Reggae Boys as they do battle and do themselves, hopefully their friends, their family, and the nation proud one way or the other. Just give up your best and see how the cards fall. Go on, Chu.
Before you go, come know he's a married man, your wife will call you. And you just get married to a young married man. Listen, them say Michael Anthony not reach yet.
Eh?
Them say Anthony not reach yet.
Me no know. I have to go get some information upon him. Me not get no information upon that.
Because I know him play Sunday.
Yeah, him play
That's
Sunday.
Why he may be there later than the rest of the man. Them.
Yeah, probably more tomorrow morning. That rough still. No, he should not reach today.
Yeah, I'm sure I reached today. I'm sure I reached today. Or last night.
Yeah.
More likely today. Sometime today. But maybe tonight him reach tonight or something like
but
that.
we'll see.
Yeah, man. Because just 8 o'clock at Texas now still. Texas step on Jamaica time.
All right. So we know that. So bless up yourself in Mikey B.
Yeah, man. All right.
People in the comment section, thank you very much for tuning in. Massive respect. I'll see
Fresh
you guys
God,
again.
everybody. Natty Congo, Fresh God, Shavan. Yeah. Big up Hot Chili. One love. Bless up. Thanks for the support each and every time. Bless up.
Our press conference tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think press conference are going to release about 1 o'clock tomorrow. So look out for that, people. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, man.